Welcome back. It's Show of the Week. I'm wearing flannel. We're talking about Sunset Boulevard. Play the jingle.
Hey, it's the Show of the Week.
Sunset Boulevard is the Patreon voted on show of the week. If you want to suggest a show of the week, a Patreon suggested show of the month for March, you can head over to Patreon now, leave a comment, and I'll aggregate them all, put a poll together. But enough about that, let's talk about Sunset Boulevard. I'm always impressed by the shall I say, fervent fan base that Sunset Boulevard the musical has. Hello to all of you, because I'm sure you've found this with your various YouTube searches. It does seem you can do like a granular search on YouTube for any production of Sunset Boulevard that has ever happened and find every performance, the different subtleties between different replacements and different understudies, and, well, it's interesting about that show because it kind of brings it full circle, right? It is a show about the curse of fame, the pursuit of fame. It's a horror story. I was thinking about this earlier. It also feels like a contemporary American witch story, right? There's this mysterious house on the hill, and this man gets sucked up into it, and for the promise of fame, fortune, and love, he gets I don't know, sucked in by this temptress witch's desires. God, I'm so bad at this. I don't know how all you teens do it where you walk and talk. I guess it takes a lot of my brain to put one foot in front of the next. But because this is a fable of fame, it got me thinking about, well, what are the future Norma Desmonds of the world going to be like, right? We haven't gone from silent to talkies anymore. We are now seeing the aging demise of famous influencers and famous YouTubers. You know, what happens when fame dies in 2024? It was keeping me up at night last night. And like, not keeping me up in a scary way, just keeping me up in a contemplative way. Because, you know, the fame game has changed since the musical came out, and certainly since the movie has come out, right? I don't think people view the stars of the silver screen with the same kind of luxury and glamour that even when the movie came out, it was idolizing. And so, you know, are we going to reach a point where Sunset Boulevard is hearkening back to emotions of an industry that doesn't look like that anymore, where it becomes unrelatable to an audience? Certainly it hasn't reached that point yet, and doesn't show any signs of slowing down. It's coming to Broadway soon, I believe, so we're coming back. So if that's a sign of it, I guess that's something. My sidewalk ends here. Don't tell Shel Silverstein. I picked the other side. It's easier to walk here. I think here's where it gets me. People don't achieve fame the way they used to. Norma Desmond, the fictionalized character, and the actual real characters she represents achieved fame through the studio system, a completely outdated economy of attention. Our attention economy has turned into something entirely different now, of 30-second dopamine traps that we scroll through on our phone. And so anyone can bump back in and out of fame at this point. You don't need a giant staircase and a celluloid film camera staring you in the face anymore. All you need is a phone and a 10-year-old selfie stick. And don't get me wrong, not that I have any delusions of grandeur about all of this. You know, thank you to the 300 of you that are watching this. It does seem self-perpetuating though, doesn't it, right? Sunset Boulevard is the biggest hit flop in the world. It has lost more money than probably any other musical, not even including Patti LuPone's lawsuit. And so, fame begets fame, maybe, is the moral of the story? Or perhaps more accurately, the desire for fame begets more desire for fame. Once you get a taste of it, it's hard to get that taste out of your mouth. I think there's a lyric like that in the show somewhere. I guess I should probably talk about the show a little bit. At this point, most of the diehard fans have probably clicked off this video to see the second replacement in the German production. I think the music is a little plodding at some times. I think the lyrics are predictable and repetitive, but still I do keep coming back to it. It is that eternal contemplation, there's that word, of fame and told through a ghost story. It is a cautionary tale, maybe, only just. It is interesting to me that this show, when I looked it up, they, well, some places listed as a comedy and some places listed as a horror movie. And how delightful that something can be both and live between both of those worlds. Sunset Boulevard, show of the week. Go listen to it. I'll see you next week.